what we did, Jason, Linzon, and I, we were trying to pull off a Valentine's cruise just recently on his beautiful yacht, okay? And what I wanted to do tonight was a little bit different than probably than what you've heard, in that this is a think tank. I mean, Marta's vision was that everybody get together and help each other as, you know, business owners, and I'm a consultant, so I'm isolated pretty much if it wasn't for this chamber. And so I want you guys to help us. Okay, and so Jason and I are going to talk about a little bit about just briefly what we did to pull people in. We had to cancel it because we didn't have enough people signing up for that evening. And it was a little bit devastating since I probably spent about $500. I'm not sure how much you spent.
We're not talking about it.
And we've been drinking all the wine ourselves, you know, which is the perk. But anyway, I need some help, and so we're going to just roll out what we did for advertising.
Okay. Well, basically, I'll kind of start with the marketing side of it. I don't do a lot of marketing, and the reason being is my business is kind of unique to the fact that radio's not really going to help me. Television's not really going to help me. It has to be someone that's looking for a specific event. So I've had more success off of word of mouth more than anything else. So when Candy approached me about doing the Valentine's cruise, I thought it was a great idea. We were going to have live music, and she was going to do a Spice Up Your Love live seminar. We were going to do aphrodisiac hors d'oeuvres, and it sounded like it was
great.
Everything was fantastic.
Yes. We ate the hors d'oeuvres too.
So basically what we had done. What we had done to try to promote it is, you know, we did announcements at the Bay County First Friday. I sent email blasts to the people I knew. I put up, you know, 8x10 flyers that I created kind of all over. We made postcard size, just kind of descriptions of it with pictures and everything, and handed those out. Mm-hmm. And trying to figure out where the link in the chain fell off. I mean, I haven't been in this area too long. What I have realized over just over a year is that you know, you can roll an idea out to somebody and they think the world of it, and they think it's just fantastic. But when it comes time to take that next step to actually put them in your event or put them on the boat or whatever it needs to be, there's kind of a loss there.
Yeah.
So,
and I also put it on my website, which, by the way, where's CJ? It just won the Addy Award, so yay! So the website was great, okay. And I did that, and also the chamber kind of was it Marta, the chamber strip, the ticker, the banner, whatever. Yeah. So we just need some help. So if we're thinking about doing corporate workshops on the boat, where I do corporate training, which is, you know, customer service and all kinds of things like improving your performance and all that. And so we want to be able to do this, but what are we missing? So what could we have done? Our price was $125, Solaris is $150, so we undercut our price, okay? So we offered live music, did you mention that? Yeah, so marketing ideas, where do you think that we dropped the ball? This is the think tank, we need your help.
Did you have a specific target? I know you mentioned that certain media wouldn't help you, but
in the beginning, the target was customers, obviously. But with
medium income.
This would be on the higher. It's kind of the indie couple type thing. Anybody that was willing to do it. You know, I didn't want to try to section off a small area of the market, because that way, you know, if I hit 60% of them, it may still not be enough. You know, so it was kind of a widespread thing to try to reach as many people as we could.
So what should we have done as far as a target? What would you suggest?
Well, just in the beginning, you mentioned that, you know, certain medias wasn't helping, but based on what you target, your demo that you go after, TV, radio, I'm a radio guy. Mm-hmm. Radio definitely can target specific, you know.
Well, when I was talking about the marketing earlier, that's kind of more of my business in general. It wasn't just for this event, but in general, what I do.
TV, radio is too expensive for us to pay for that. I mean, for this particular event, we wouldn't have gotten our money back. Mm-hmm. No, you don't think so?
It's not too expensive because we got a response to it.
Well, we needed 60 couples. No, 60 people, 30 couples.
Was the price $125 a person or
$125 per person?
Per person, so it's
$250 a couple.
$250. And basically, you would have been getting live music, hors d'oeuvres, complimentary champagne and wine, and there would have been a cash bar available.
So is it affordable?
Very much.
Right, so we should have checked radio and TV, or radio.
I mean, I think you need to identify your target.
There really wasn't much of a program, but towards the end, Candy was doing it. We were going to split everybody up, and it was going to be like a Spice Up Your Love Life type thing. Just kind of get people interactive with it. It would be towards the end, after they had a few drinks in them, makes it a little more lively.
We missed, what boat was it?
It was the Floridian Star. It's
right
docked at Bay
over
Point.
here in Bay Point.
Bay Point Marina. So we were looking at Panama City Beach area, Bay Point area, kind of, and I did have a couple people that would have come from Santa Rosa Beach, and Destin kind of area, but just a couple, people from there. So we were targeting there.
Did you put anything out on social media? Did you do an events page on Facebook?
I had it on my Facebook.
Did you do anything on LinkedIn?
No, not LinkedIn, but we did Facebook and my website and his website. Okay, so LinkedIn. Yeah.
How long was the campaign?
That's a very good question. How long?
Beginning of January.
Beginning of January. Well, we talked about it in December. January 1 is when we started
So
marketing.
January, wait, so how long? So it's February?
So it's 6 weeks in advance.
Valentine's Day was on a Wednesday. Was it a Wednesday?
It was Thursday.
And you did it on Thursday. You did it on Valentine's. That's
Yeah.
People have kids.
So
It wasn't a real late thing. Kind of the reason we stuck with Thursday was because it was on Valentine's Day, and a lot of the events that, in the after hours type things or chamber type events or anything like that usually have people coming out on Thursday.
Consider non-chamber people. I knew I started business last summer, but I'm local. And until I met you last week at Rotary, I went and checked out your Facebook page. I had no idea that this event happened. But
well,
I'm
we
a
took it
social
off.
media addict.
We took it off.
Yeah, but it was on his Facebook. There was still a
Oh,
flyer.
right. Well,
Because I went and checked it out as soon as I met you. But I'm a social media addict. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. And
So we should have used Twitter's another one we should have used. What about the weekday? Do you think events like if we do the corporate trainings that we're trying to do, that will have to happen during the week? So is that really a factor?
Yeah, but for Valentine's Day, I think it was.
Valentine's.
Dinner.
It was.
Yeah. It was. Well, it was also like skewed entrees too, because we were going to have entrees.
Like you'll pay that, but it's more of like non-profit, like the Hardball and stuff like that. And you have 4 or 5 or 6 you go to in a year that you'd pay that. And it's a whole, you've got a band and you've got dinner and you've got drinks, but it's also going to a good cause. So I don't know. I think people may be a little more.
I'm a good cause. I'm a really good cause. Weekday. Well, no, we didn't lower it. We just set it just below Solaris.
Below your competition.
Yeah.
And you did that because you were hoping that would
It's a first one.
come towards you.
Yeah.
Have you considered the idea that maybe that might have worked against you?
Do you think it did?
No, that's steep.
The Solaris is in Destin. This is Panama City.
That's
It was a little apples and oranges.
It's still steep, you think? 125 was too much?
for not a sit-down dinner.
Well, it was. Don't say it kind of was a sit-down dinner because there were skewered entrees and there was a lot of. It was aphrodisiac food, but it was also like skewered, like your veggies and your meat and your wine, your champagne. It was also the workshop at the end of it, which you were getting, which it's $80 an hour for a workshop. So
I think you probably would have done, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, you might have done better had it been done as just a workshop.
Valentine's workshop? Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, but not as a workshop.
it was a sunset cruise for Valentine's Day with wonderful food, live music, and a workshop at the end. Too much?
They're not going to go work on the problems.
It was a love coaching workshop. If you don't put Valentine's Day, explains the divorce rate in the area. What I'm saying, okay? It's all clear to me now, right? Right. Okay.
Did not sound fun.
It didn't sound fun?
Did not sound fun to me at all.
Really?
I tell you about it word of mouth. Last minute, I'll admit.
Yeah.
It sounded like a great idea.
Right.
It just did not sound fun. You had a workshop on a romantic holiday basis.
It's like Happy Valentine's Day, but we've got some problems with it.
So very good point. So you shouldn't combine the two. Fantastic. Okay. Aha. What?
Should have the righteous brothers show up.
Right. Okay. Okay, so don't offer too much is what you're saying at one time. So, okay, so let's just stop right here and say about the corporate workshops we're going to do. Yes. We want to start to market the corporate workshops, and we'll keep you in mind, actually. So if we're marketing these workshops, the best thing to do is just to offer them. I mean, we're going to offer what we're going to offer, the corporate workshops. Lunch, like a lunch group?
I mean, it's nothing set in stone yet. So, really, this could kind of help.
This is going to help us.
Gotta be value proposition in anything.
Value proposition.
Value.
What's the value of us paying $125? And you got to sum it up, in my opinion, in one statement. What's the true value?
And people following you on social media, some of them may have had a lot broader fan base or a lot more friends than you have for your event. Why didn't you ask them to repost it on their Facebook? That would have gotten you a lot more attention, and just it would have been kind of, what do you call it, a water drop effect almost, of more people seeing it, reposting it. Why didn't you try that?
So who? Ask who to post it? Sorry?
Just everyone around you, like reach out to your network to help you
Oh, yeah,
use your network.
networks of network, right?
Okay. Yeah, we're going to stop by in a second.
Hey, Britt.
So the thing that I'm hearing from everything is know what you're selling. I don't know what you were trying to convey, and if you don't know what you were selling,
I want to be fun and sexy. I mean, how?
what I'm saying is, if you don't know what the workshop was truly about, then how do you even know who to target? I'm going to give you an example.
We did describe it.
I'm going to give you an example. Just because I used to do events all the time, and I owned a dance studio. And it would be really silly to gather all of my dance students together and be like, hey, today we're not going to do a dance lesson, we're going to do a tuba lesson. They'd look at me like, what the hell? You know what I mean? But because I know they're dance students, they want dance lessons, so my events had to be involved around dance. So I just think if you made it more about, less about the food and that kind of stuff, and more about what you were really trying to give them.
Which goes to say what you guys were saying was combining the two.
I think it has awesomeness somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's just got to get out.
So the corporate, that's a very good point. So the corporate workshops are focused just on the workshops and just offer lunch on the side.
So as far as
It's like a thank you for what you're getting.
Okay.
So as far as the price point goes for these type of things,
Yeah. Good question.
The point goes, if I'm going to pay that much money, I'm going to get a sitter for the night, and it's going to be a special night out, and I can't do a special night out on Wednesday and Thursday. It's a work week, it's school, and all that. So if I'm spending that kind of money, I'm going to go stay with Mimi and Papa, and it's going to be a special
So in the future, would it make more?
Hang on a
Would it
second.
make more sense in the future to do a $45, $50 a head, where it's just the hors d'oeuvres and the cash bar and a sunset cruise, or $100 a head to have a full-blown meal
If
and
you're charging that, people here are used to going to fundraisers and having the big, like it's a sit-down dinner, and it's, an open.
So are we okay for time? We're about 1 minute, right? 1 minute? Okay. We're just going to wrap up and say that, so what we've gathered, we'll take this away and we'll probably, the price point would probably be lower. So on our corporate workshops, we're going to say, we're offering these workshops. You will eat on the cruise. Don't bring your lunch. Underplay the food. Overplay the thing, and that's kind of general consensus. And the price point would be about what? Help us with that price point for corporate training on the boat.
$50. So really, just dumb the food down as far.
$50 a head, right? For fantastic. Okay.